It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Anspach Hobday, and it's a can of the Pale Ale, coming in at 4.4% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. Again, it's that same artwork, somebody from a long time ago, probably Victorian Britain, and then New World head guard, face guard, cricket bats. Yeah, how things change, but they stay the same. If that's, I think I've finally got to grips with the scene. Right, pale ales have been around for a long time. This is the same but different. I've got it after all these different beers from Anspach Hobday. Let's get it out into a glass, see what we get. Same but different. Finally, I mean, I think this is my 4th or 5th beer recently from Anspach Hobday, and we had the antique violinist, and then the pop singer, or the rock girl. Same but different, both into music. I got it. The cameraman with a big old-fashioned camera. I think that was the ordinary bitter. I think that was, and then a guy with a video camera type thing, something that we use. Got it. I think you'll have to have a look at some of my other Anspach Hobday videos for it to make sense with you as well. To know what I'm really on about. 3-finger whitehead. Good levels of carbonation. Slightly hazy looking beer. I imagine it's going to become a little bit more hazy when we get the bottom of the can, the contents of the bottom of the can into this glass. We can't at the moment. So quite good clarity at the moment with a little bit of a haze going on. Light straw coloured beer. Let's get the aroma. Ooh, yeah, lovely. Light, airy, kind of citrusy tangerine aroma. Grapefruity. Quite tropical. It smells good. A little bit of sweet malt coming through. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Lovely. I'm really enjoying these beers from Anspach Hobday. They're really, really good quality brews. The brewers were kind enough, or the brewery were kind enough to send me the beers. We are independent. It's an independent beer review. It's just what I've been trying from them recently has been absolutely outstanding. The ordinary bitter was nothing like ordinary. It was fantastic, and it was only 3.7% ABV. I suggest you have a look at the review. Same as the sour hop, and the chili stout was amazing. And this is just as good. Clean, crisp, refreshing, exactly what you want in a pale ale. Something easy drinking. You can drink 3, 4, 5 of these if you want to, or you could just drink the one. I'd like to drink this on a sunny Sunday afternoon. 4 or 5 of these cans. Lovely, sit there, slightly chilled, sun out in the garden, maybe doing a bit of smoking. I've got into smoking recently. Not in tobacco smoking, but or any other smoking for that matter, or smoking meat. I've got a little offset smoker, so the smoke passes over the meat and out through the chimney, and yeah, it's really cool. I really like it. So I do a bit of smoking, bit of drinking. It sounds awful, doesn't it? It sounds really like I'm some kind of mule or something. Right, how much sediment is in this beer. Right, there we are. You can see a little bit of that. It's a can conditioned beer. You can see there. Look at that floating down to the bottom of the glass there. You see that? I don't mind that so much. Can conditioned beer naturally carbonates the beer. A little bit of second fermentation process going on. As long as it's not too much, of course, otherwise you create a bomb. I opened the bottle about a year or so ago now, and as soon as I touched the bottle cap, the beer like hit the ceiling and it was all over the place. Somebody sent me their homebrew, and it was a fruited homebrew, and there was a bit too much yeast and a bit too much fruit, and people were telling me how lucky I was. It could have like exploded in my face, this bottle. So I'm quite count myself lucky with that situation. They're not a big brewery, but professional kind of brewers, they know what they're doing. I mean, so do a lot of home brewers. I'm not saying you don't, but it was just an accident on this occasion. But you're less likely to see accidents with cans and bottles if you buy it from the shop or websites. But again, some of the home brewers out there, a lot of the home brewers out there, can produce fabulous beer in their own right. This was just an accident. Zesty, tropical, drinkable. A little bit of sweetness from the malt coming through. Carbonation pushes the beer around the inside of the mouth. It's a lovely beer. It really is a lovely beer. Let's see what Anspach and Hobday have to say about their pale ale. Pale ales are the mainstay of today's craft brewing scene, but they date back to the 1700s when innovation led to the production of new and paler malts. Our interpretation brings the style bang up to date, pairing a crisp malt base with a fresh American hops. Light, bright and fruity, the pale ale is our ultimate drinking beer. 4.4% ABV, brewed with Citra, Mosaic and Simcoe. The malt is extra pale, Maris Otter, Cara, Pills, wheat and flake barley. A lovely, lovely drink from a lovely, lovely brewery. If this whole lockdown thing ever goes away, and I'm ever in London towards I suppose it's going to be the back end of 2020 now. I'd love to bump into these brewers. I'd love to go and see them and maybe have a tour of the brewery and drink some of their beer fresh out the vessels with my camera. And I bet that would be some kind of experience. That would be fantastic. So if you're watching, guys, maybe we'll chat, and maybe I'll come down on the old Paddington train to London. I'm going to rate this. Well, that beer would be the perfect Cardiff to London, Cardiff to Paddington beer. 4.4% ABV. Couple of these in your rucksack. I'd say about 4. 2-hour journey. Can every half an hour. 4 cans of this. Sit near the toilet. Job done. Job done. Turn up to the brewery. Well oiled. Right, I like it enough to give it a 9 out of 10. In a joyful mood today, I do apologise. 9 out of 10. Please put your comments in the comment box, subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews, give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.